So viewers, welcome, and if you're a boy and you have interest in anime or you are an anime fan, so I have picked up the top 10 animes that are meant for boys. So each of these anime is gonna pique up your interest. So I've divided them into three categories. As boys love cars, fighting, and sports, so I've divided them into three categories. And each of these anime is the super hit anime, and they are very cool. So let's get started. First of all, let's go with the cars anime. And if you are more interested in the other fields, then you can skip the car anime and go to them. So let's get to the car anime. So viewers, first of all, in the car anime list, we have the Initial D. This is a super hit anime and all-type hit anime which has 6 stages and is based on street racing. So I recommend you watch this anime. And the latest season of the Initial D has arrived, which is called MF Ghost. So you must watch the previous 6 stages and then watch the MF Ghost. This anime is almost near to 80 episodes, so it is gonna pique your interest and you are gonna enjoy it really. So then next we have Wengen Midnight. So this is also a very cool anime. This has 23 episodes and all, I think there are 3 seasons or whatsoever. And it is also a very cool anime based on street racing, a highway racing up to 300 kilometer per hour. So you should watch this. And next, this is my favorite anime. Most of you people wouldn't have watched this anime because it wasn't available on YouTube. But it was available on Cartoon Network for some time. But this is a very cool anime. And if you want to start car anime, you should begin with this one because this is based on F1 and street racing. No, it's not on street racing. It's based on F1 and it's based on a kid. So this is a very cool anime and it's very emotional and I really love it. Let's jump up to the Delinquents field, and this is also one of my favorite field of anime. And let's first of all get to the Tokyo Revengers. So this is a really hit anime and it is a favorite anime of all the boys. So it is also based on Delinquents. It has 3 seasons and 40 episodes. So make sure you watch them. So now let's get up to the other anime. We have the Windbreaker. This is also very cool anime and it is ongoing. I think 12 or 13 episodes have arrived and now it's ongoing. And it is a very cool anime based on Delinquents, a high school boy which is a very good fighter. So he comes to a new high school and decided to go fight. So now let's go to the other anime. This is called Viral Hit. This is a very cool anime based on fighting and YouTube. So it resembles my field as well. So I really love it. This is a fighter boy which is working on YouTube as well. So it's a very cool anime. I make sure you watch it. I prefer that you should watch the Viral Hit, then Windbreaker, and then Tokyo Revenger. It would be really cool as well. Now let's go to the sports category. And the sports animes are very cool. They really boost up your motivation and make you feel like you wanna play as well. So I have picked up 3 anime from different sports. Maybe one of them is your sport as well, so you would like it. Viewers, the first anime in the sports category is Haikyuu. It is based on volleyball. So volleyball is also a sport of men as well, and this anime is very cool. It is based on superficial effects and superficial thinking and volleyball and everything. It is a very cool anime. It's not made for kids or it's not just a ding dong anime. It's a very cool anime. So I prefer you should watch it. It has 84 episodes and 4 seasons, so it's gonna take a lot of time and gonna make you happy as well. So the next anime is based on basketball. So it's the anime name is Kuroko no Basket and it is based on basketball, and this is also a very cool anime and it is a very intense anime. When you're watching it, you just can't skip it. You have to watch all of the seasons once and for all. So it also has 3 seasons and 75 episodes. This is also a long anime and cooler. And then you have a football anime. This has been very popular once it was released. So this was based on football and its name is Blue Log and it's a very cool anime. It has 2 seasons and 28 episodes, so make sure you watch it as well. So viewers, as we have covered the 3 categories and I've told you that I told that I'll give you 10 enemies and one still left. So this anime is also meant for everyone and it is the all-time all cool anime named One Piece. Most of you people must have watched it, but if you haven't watched, I prefer you watch it first. It has over 1,000 episodes and is still ongoing. It was released first in 1900s, I think 1993 or something. I don't know it clearly, so forgive me. But it is a really cool anime and it's still ongoing. And it is one of the best animes that I have ever watched. One of many, it is the best anime that I have ever watched. So I prefer you should watch it as well. And if you like this video, you should subscribe. And thank you for watching.